Hey, what's up guys? We're going to show you in this video how to squat properly. We're going to show regressions. We're going to show some progressions to help you out. Keep your knees from giving you problems and your hips from hurting, but also to develop some strength. Alyssa's going to be helping me here. Alyssa is a physical therapist. So if I'm telling you anything that's not correct, you know she's going to stop me. So this is all going to be really good information. But she's going to be demoing things. Now, when you first start squatting, and anytime I'm helping somebody, one of the things I always look at is length of their body parts. So I look at the tibia, which is the shin bone, femur, which is a part of the leg, and then their torso. Because depending on that, everyone's going to squat a little bit differently, okay? Everyone. So now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Alyssa, as a therapist, as she sees patients on a daily basis, when you ask someone to demonstrate a squat for you, what is it that you typically see? Okay, so you see as she's coming down there, driving those knees forward, keeping the torso upright. So now that's a very common thing. So many people do that, but then they say, what do they tell you?
My knees hurt.
Like, oh yeah, my knees hurt. Well, no wonder. Imagine you're putting all that stress through your knees as opposed to letting it come through your hips and your knees. So with the hips slightly back. So first, all we're going to show a squat, but I'm going to ask Alyssa to take her shoes off first. Now, if you're with squats, if you know, again, knee pain, you feel unstable, try it without your shoes, okay? Try it without your shoes. You can feel the ground. You can feel what you're supposed to be doing. And for a lot of folks, it makes it better, makes it easier. So now, with that said, I'm going to have her go down into just a basic squat, hips back, and come all the way down, sit down on the box, and come back up so you guys can just see how this kind of looks. All right, here we go. So nice and controlled. Again, notice as she comes down. So her hips break first, but the knees push a smidge forward. That's normal. That's what's supposed to happen, okay? This is not just a drive your butt way back. And then as she comes down, notice I'm just telling her to sit on the box. That's fine. A lot of times people don't use a box, and when they do, they're nervous they're going to fall over. They may lack ankle mobility for it. So when they come down to squat, they can't get low because they're going to fall. Use a box, use a chair, use whatever you need, okay? So now, that's a great squat. Well, let's say that bothers her knees. Like, it just does not feel good. The simple answer to that, elevate. All you have to do is elevate. So get something. Now, she's going to come down. Same thing. So you notice the difference. Same pattern, same thing. But this way might feel better on her knees. If it didn't, we could go a little higher. So a lot of times when you're progressing people back from an injury, this is how you must start. Okay, this is how you must start, but this also helps to develop that pattern. So there's nothing wrong with doing some nice high box squats before you build into those deeper ones. Okay, now as she progressed along, this pad would come out. The next thing we would do is we could load this. Let's say she's squatting out of that box with zero problems. Okay, she's going to do what's called a goblet squat. So I'm going to stick her kettlebell here in front of her. She's going to take this bell up and she's going to hold it by the horns. Okay, the horns are the side part of the kettlebell. There you go, right on the side. And then right in front of your chest, all she's going to do is squat like normal. Again, she can sit all the way and boom before she drives back. Big breath. Exhale. Boom. Nice and easy. Bam. And rest. So again, noticing how as she comes down, her hips break, but her knees are also pushing a little forward. Also notice, I'm going to have you do this one again, Alyssa, but you don't have to use weight. It's okay. I just want to show you your torso. So watch her torso too when she comes down. Do you notice it leans forward? That is also okay. She's not folding over. Okay? Now, Alyssa, I want you just to fold over as you go down. So see, now that would be poor. That would be not keeping your back nice and neutral, nice and strong. But what I said earlier, based on your tibia length, femur length, and torso length, when you squat, it's going to look different for everybody. But you should not be collapsing, okay? Everything feel good?
Yep.
Anything that I'm telling people here that is dangerous are going to hurt them.
Not at all.
No, this is basic stuff. But if you follow these patterns here, if you follow this, now she was using a 27-pound kettlebell, and you can increase that load. You can increase that load. You can work in different rep ranges, okay? So you can work in the 10 to 15 rep range for more endurance, and then you can work in the 5 to 8 rep range to build more strength. Obviously, if you're doing 5 to 8, the weight should be heavier than your 10 to 15, okay? I think we hit it all. I think we hit it all. Just remember though, if it hurts, like you don't want to lose function. You don't want to lose function. I'm not telling you to train through pain, but you're gonna have to find, even if it's here, high box, even if your knees are arthritic, if you lose function, you're gonna be in much, much worse shape. Much worse shape. What happens to the patients that you have, Alyssa, who do lose function?
Everything else starts to fall apart.
Yes, there's nothing you can do. So function, maintaining function, so figuring out the best way to do this for you, and then progressing it and getting to a point where you can sit on that box just as easily as she can and come back up. That's just sitting in a chair. That's just sitting on a toilet. That's just sitting down on anything. But being able to have the strength to come back up is going to benefit you. So this is one of the greatest moves you can do, and keep doing. It's going to help you unbelievably until your time on this planet is over, okay? If this is helpful, like, subscribe to the channel, and there'll be a lot more content just like this.